Alright, I'm back. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright! Let's do some rizzing of Rina. Wait, what's the name of it? Passing the... to this headmaid. I'm sadly worried that I might not should have picked this one after the emergency with my mom, but let's go. Gilbert stops in front of the shelves for a moment before leaving. On this illusory morning, I spent some time with Wise in my room playing a stage we've been stuck on for a long time. Hurry, just a little more. Hey, there's a trophy above your head. Leave it to me. Perfect. Clear. And we got the trophy. You did it. Now let's take a break and get ready for the boss. By the way, I need to go out for a bit after this level. You go, I'll put a handle on your part in the next level too. You go, I'll watch the store. Right, but Rina messaged me and said she might need to bring a special customer to the store if I'm not back by then. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Thanks, I'll be leaving it to you. Just call me if there's an emergency. Shortly after, Wise leaves the video store. When you play a few more games in the sofa, that's when you hear a loud noise coming from downstairs. It could be Rina and her special guest. You should go downstairs and take a look.
Good afternoon, dear guy. Oh, no. I suppose I should call you, oh, great manager here.
No, you shouldn't. Can I help you with anything?
Is there something this great manager can help you with?
It's not here, Rina. I'll go check the shelves back there.
Oh, well, all right. Oh, the shelves have hard edges. Be careful not to bump into them and hurt yourself.
Who's the old lady?
Who's the old lady? Is she looking for something? Oh, my apologies. I forgot to introduce you. That's my client, Granny Leisha. I'm helping her look for a special sort of sweet cake.
Sweet cake?
Sweet cake? Sounds delicious. Is it a kind of dessert? I don't believe so. It's not just a sweet cake. According to Granny, it's a sweet cake with a silly smile.
So a person...
Rina, the silly sweet cake isn't on the shelves either. I'll check under the counter.
This... dementia? I think I picked the wrong one for this. To finish this off tonight.
Okay, Granny, but please don't disturb the other customers.
This isn't gonna go well.
She can't quite tell me what this silly sweet cake is, but she really wanted to come to 6th Street to search for it, so I thought I'd try my luck at your store.
I just can't find it, Rina. I can't find the silly sweet cake anywhere.
Oh, please calm down, Granny. I'm here to help.
My heart isn't here.
Okay.
Out.
Do you have any movies about silly, smiling sweet cakes, manager?
I don't think so. We're talking about
We've got a
bangaboos.
lot of silly comedies, but none about sweet cakes. I can't imagine what that'd look like.
Is sweet cakes a pet?
It's a sweet cake that's this big, all round and chubby. And it's so funny when it giggles. Where did it go?
The Pillsbury Doughboy?
We spent the morning looking in the dessert stores, and none of them had a sweet cake that was this big. Silly sweet cake might refer to something round that looks like it's smiling. Well, we're out of dessert stores, so I'll take her to the toy shops this afternoon.
Speaking of toys.
You just reminded me. Round and with a silly smile? That sounds like Mr. Panda at the coffee shop.
Ooh, a glimmer of hope. I rarely come to 6th Street, so I'm not very familiar with the area. Thank you for your suggestion, manager. Come on, Granny Leisha. Let's head over.
Rina, I can't walk anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
We have been walking around for hours. Granny, why don't you rest here a while?
Leave Mr. Panda to me.
Mr. Panda is in the coffee shop next door. I'll go take a picture. I'll show it to Granny, and she can decide if it's the sweet cake she's looking for. I'll be right back.
Thanks for your help. I'll stay here and look after Granny while you're gone.
Well, why don't we also get her a drink? I'm tired, my like feels dry in my mouth is sore. I can tell that you're tired. You're having a hard time speaking. She's confusing words. Getting them mixed up. Okay, this is gonna hurt me far more than I want to. I want to just spend time oogling my maid lady. Picture Mr. Panda's silly smile is taken. I should bring it back to Rina and the old lady.
The bottom layer is vegetable and ham sandwiches. The middle layer is
Oh,
fresh
thank
out
you
of
for
the
not
oven
making me
butter
hungry.
scones, and the top layer is low sugar fruitcake.
Wow.
For tea, I have prepared rose tea and red tea. Do you take it with milk and sugar, Granny Lacia?
Wow.
What an extravagant.
I only went to get a photo, and you've managed to set up such an extravagant afternoon tea.
Where? I don't see it.
Manager, you're back just in time. Ahem. Please come and enjoy Rina's specialty afternoon tea.
In the middle of the store?
Due to the situation at hand, I was unable to make anything myself. So these were all carefully selected from nearby shops while helping Granny look for the sweet cake.
Aww. That's a relief.
That's a relief. I mean, I can eat the low sugar cake without worrying about my diet.
Sweet cakes. Picture?
Oh, right, the picture.
Oh, right. I took a photo of the silly sweet cake. Is this it, Granny?
What do you think, Granny Lacia? Does it look familiar?
Nope. This isn't it. I'm looking for the drooling sweet cake.
Huh? I thought you were looking for the silly sweet cake.
Is it silly because it's drooling?
No,
Hi,
it's
Apocalypse.
the drooling one. Oh, no. I'm looking for the loud-mouthed sweet cake. The whole corridor can hear it when it cries.
This is gonna be a horrible ending to this stream because it's gonna make me cry. I can just tell.
I understand. Well, don't worry.
It's talking
I'll
about a
help you
baby.
find whatever kind of sweet cake you're looking for.
She has dementia. I realize.
have a
I
look?
realize that, Rina. This is
I
gonna hurt
owe
me
you an
far more.
explanation.
Especially, like, the reason why I didn't stream last night was because my mom was sick and I was taking care of her, and it was pretty bad that I almost decided to take her to the ER. But this is... You and Rina enter the workshop.
First of all, please allow me to express my thanks and apologize for any inconvenience. You see, this lady isn't just any client. She's my evaluator. I participate in the new Eridu Housekeeping Association's assessment each year on behalf of Victoria Housekeeping. This time, my assessment for the best service of the year is to serve Lacia Christie. Yes, Granny Lacia. I had a general idea of what the service would entail, as I've participated in previous years, but this time's a little different. Granny Lacia didn't ask for any housekeeping services. She just keeps asking me to help her find sweet cakes.
She's talking about a baby.
This test is trickier than I had expected.
Drooling one.
She might deliberately be giving me a difficult challenge. But I'll take care of things myself. I wouldn't want to affect your business.
It's okay, there's not much going on with the
It's
store.
okay. There's
Anyways,
not
how are
much
you doing,
going on with the
Apocalypse?
store. Let me keep helping Granny. 6th Street is my turf, after all.
Please don't make me cry, game. Please don't make me cry.
Really? Oh, that'd be great. You're an amazing guide, both in and outside the hollows. Then let's cover all corners of 6th Street and capture photos of any suspicious sweet cakes that fit the criteria.
Give me a moment, Granny. We'll be back shortly. Are you able to find it? Should I come with you? It's fine. Please rest well and leave the sweet cake matter to us. Also, when my grandfather, like, after age of 12 or so, stayed with us, he had dementia. So this is also gonna hurt. It's gonna keep hurting. I hate it. Pain. Target. I mean, I'll save it. Picture. Manager, why did you suddenly take a picture of me? Is there a clue on me? I'm just looking for inspiration. I see. Are you thinking of taking photos of Drusilla and Anastella? I left them with Granny Leisha to be on standby. You decided where you want to go to next, Manager, not to waste your camera battery on this time. I think those are the little... I love that her two little robots are named after the evil stepsisters of, Cinderella. Of course, I got him with the puppy dog at the newsstand. Meet the requirements? Drooling in loud voice. I see. It does meet the requirements of drooling in loud, but it doesn't seem to be a sweet cake at all. I mean, dogs could be sweet cakes. Sorry, couldn't help myself from taking pictures. I see. As soon as you pick up your camera, it got excited and started posing. I guess it would be difficult for anyone to resist the urge to take photos of it. Let's keep this photo then. Even if it's not what Granny Alicia wants, we can't let this puppy's enthusiasm go to waste, right? I get what you're saying, but don't you think it's a little rude? The manager of this noodle shop seems to be quite serious. Do you think you would get angry if you say he looks like a sweet cake? Hey, what are you saying about sweet cake? I can hear you. We're looking for a loud sweet cake. Ah, I saw someone point a camera at me. Belle, you're taking a photo of me, right? Why would you take a photo of me when you're looking for something like that? Don't tell me you guys think I am. You guys really... I'm sorry, we didn't mean any harm. Please allow me to... You found the right person, huh? You know, cooking up a new menu. I guess there's no point hiding now that I've been busted. That's right, I'm perfecting the waterfall soup's first fried sweet cake snack. But I can't quite put my figure out how to make it special enough. Those loud sweet cakes that you mentioned just then are a great idea. If you want the sweet cakes to make a sound, you have to fry them up. Fresh out of the pan, sizzling on the hot oil. I call them screaming lava sweet cakes! No need. I need more than just hot oil. Something about spices. Let's... okay. That is a combination. That is a combination. Dump a ton of chili in there to make the diners scream just like the sweet cakes. And then... I'd love to keep listening, but it seems like it takes quite a long time. It's better to leave. Taking photos else can double check. Nothing missing. There's rolly bobs. What if there's not limited round shapes? Ah, there's one at the music store might count too. Rina comes over as soon as you put the camera down the camera.
Is there really anything here that fits the criteria of a sweet cake? It's round, and it makes a lot of sound. Oh, it's a record! This music store has impeccable taste. The collection is... Ah, this record. Just looking at the cover reminds me of something interesting.
Oh? Does it bring back fond memories?
Are the songs on this album good? Or does hearing it bring back some fond memories?
Both. There was an incident during the recording of this album. One of the performers quit temporarily. My job was to save the day and perform in her stead. That was a challenging job. Can you guess which instrument I was in charge of?
Electric guitar? Given your personality, say the violin.
Given your personality, I'd say the violin?
Since I couldn't pick electric.
The electric guitar!
See? I was correct! Is that something all maids
Do
learn?
all maids learn to play the guitar?
There's only one skill a maid must master. That's fulfilling her master's wish. Right. We've taken pictures of everything we can think of. Let's go back to Granny Leisha. Her sweet cake keeps changing form, but I don't mind it much. The Housekeeping Association's assessments were always the same in the past. Either a normal service job or going into a hollow to deal with ethereals. Finding something made up is unexpected, but at least it's creative. Let's hope these photos contain the sweet cake Granny wants.
Hmm.
Oh, you're back! Rina and, Rina's little sidekick.
Yes. And she can step on me however much she wants. Please call me Belle.
I'm not a sidekick, I'm the manager here. Please call me the famed manager, Belle. Or just Belle is fine.
Sorry, Manager Belle. Please allow me to apologize on her behalf. Okay, Granny, we have the pictures. Are any of these the loud sweet cake?
No, none of these are the sweet cake. The one I'm looking for... Oh, I remember now! Waves. The sweet cake was floating on white waves up and down. Yes, that's it. It was a white wave sweet cake, just like the one always floating around you, Rina.
It was a ship.
I'm glad to hear you like my bamboo, but they're not sweet cakes. They're my trusted companions, with their own names. For example, this little blonde bamboo with bangs is called Drusilla. Oh, if I hadn't turned on silent mode earlier, it would certainly be making a fuss about how the sweet cake has changed yet again by now.
What could a wave
Yeah, why has it changed again? A white wave sweet cake that looks like Drusilla? What could it be?
memories?
Master, if I could interrupt.
Alright, Fairy, let's go.
By combining the keywords Leisha Christie and waves, I have found a news article about an incident involving a Miss Metropolitan beauty pageant dropout.
That voice just now.
This is my voice.
It's the smart voice assistant on my phone. Don't worry about it.
Oh! Well, that's a very thoughtful AI assistant. Of course, I understand it's your little secret. Further inquiry would go against Victoria Housekeeping's rules of etiquette. In any case, it's a timely tip. Let me check the news. I should be able to find it on my phone. Miss Metropolitan Dropout. Ah, here we go. And it's actually a news article from 41 years ago.
Oh no.
On the night of the highly anticipated finals, top contender Leisha Christie, favored to win, suddenly drops out, conceding her crest of waves.
Phew. Thank you for the raid. What were you playing?
I see. So the crest of waves is a round crystal trophy awarded to the winner. There's also a photo of the dropout attached. If I compare it, it's true. I never would have expected the housekeeping evaluator would be the star of such a contest. What a mysterious lady.
Gotta sleep. That's fine. Hope you sleep well, hon.
The sweet cake floating up and then down. Ah, it must refer to Granny losing the trophy. If that's the case, it's easy. We simply
Fighting
need
monsters.
to bring her the Crest of Waves trophy.
In their houses. Oh, wow, really?
That's not gonna be easy, Rina. It's a trophy from 41 years ago.
Or we can make something that looks
The
like it.
competition is held every year, even now. I just happened to have participated last year.
Wait, you participated?
Wait, Rina, you participated in Miss Metropolitan?
So I'm worried about this by the sound of this. I was looking for something relaxing tonight, but I picked out the one quest that involves a old lady that has dementia. And I was, after the whole emergency last night, this is just gonna be a lovely, lovely emotional trip.
Yes, the competition was divided into many sections, such as singing, acting, painting, cooking. Can you guess which I took part in?
I'm guessing something unlike you like cooking.
Based on my last guess with the instruments, I'd have to assume something unlike you, like cooking?
Why is cooking unlike me? I'm a little curious, but never mind. I'll tell you. The answer is all of them. Actually, that year's competition was in urgent need of a makeup artist. So
Makeup?
I stepped in to help. It was quite busy, but still an enjoyable experience.
What? feel like I've been tricked.
Who could have guessed that? I feel like I've been tricked.
Oh, I was just teasing you. Please, don't mind me.
You can tease me in other ways.
But because of that, I know the competition organizers, so asking them for a commemorative trophy shouldn't be a problem.
Rina, can you find my wave sweet cake?
By heart.
Don't worry, Granny. I'll find it for you. Whatever kind of sweet cake it is. It's getting late. I'll take her home first. You should get some rest too. Thank you again for your help.
That person who just left our store, the granny that Rina mentioned? Yes, it's all done now. Judging by your reaction, you must have had a tiring day then. No wonder Rina called you a special guest. Running around everywhere can tire you out. What a pity I wasn't there and couldn't have helped out. Have a good rest, Belle. If I'm around the next time when Granny comes by, you can tag out and let me entertain her for a while. Till your memory fades, memory. Next. Just when I'm grabbing breakfast at Lumina Square, I bump into Rina. Good morning, manager. It's rare to see you in the morning. Are you here for breakfast? No, I just happened to be passing through, so I figured I'd bring something back for everyone. Oh, about Granny? The application for the Crest of Waves trophy has been submitted. So this is the legendary Victorian speed I've heard of. I just submitted the application if everything goes smoothly. It should be ready in a couple days. Then we'll need to pick up... Need a good time to pick up... Good time to give it to Granny. When you give the trophy out, can I come along too? That would be great. She'd be thrilled if we could go to the ceremony. It's a deal then. Anyways, I need to get back to Victoria Housekeeping Company. Please, have a nice day. Yeah, see you. Just saying goodbye to Rina. You return to the video store. There's a ceremony for a commemorative one? Huh?
It's not behind the shelves.
Granny Leisha.
Granny Leisha, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for the sweet cakes. The silly sweet cake isn't behind the shelf. Ah, I remember you. You can help me find the sweet cakes, right, Priscilla?
I'm not an evil stepsister, but sure. My name is Belle.
I'm not Drusilla. My name is Belle. Say it with me, Granny. Belle. Oh, forget it. I'm gonna call Rina.
A while later, Rina arrives at the video store.
Are you looking for the silly sweet cake again, Granny? Is this still part of the assessment? Oh, but it's okay. I still have the pictures from yesterday. Here, Granny. Are any of these photos the sweet cakes you're looking for? Granny? Granny, are you listening? Granny Leisha? She's completely focused on the TV. Manager, what's that on the TV in the corner? Is that an ad for a movie?
Invasion Next Gen.
Yeah, it's Invasion Next Gen.
It's about a hollow appearing in the city.
It's about a hollow appearing in the city, and the ethereals inside it.
It's a hollow. There's a hollow. The sweet cakes are in danger.
What's wrong, Granny? That's just a movie. It's not real. My Drusilla!
Gradually, Leisha grabs Drusilla and rushes out to the store.
If this is still part of the assessment, it seems a little bit excessive. Or perhaps Granny really was affected by the ad. We should go check on her, manager. Drusilla has a GPS chip, so don't worry. We won't lose her.
Drusilla's probably silenced right now. Still. Where should I run? Where can I be safe? Please don't worry, Granny Leisha. We're here to help. Help, yes, quickly come. Help me, Rina, and your little sidekick. I'm Belle. There might be other sweet cakes trapped. I can't save them all by myself. Can you please help me find them? Don't worry, we're going to help them, but you have to tell us what these sweet cakes are. Let me take this kid back to the safe spot. You wait for me. I'll be back as soon as you can help. Before Rina can reply, the granny bounds off towards the 141 convenience store, clutching onto the bamboo. The only way to find out is to follow her. She's having a flashback hallucination. That hollow hasn't caught up yet. Keep going, try harder. Hang on, Granny. You can easily get hurt like that. If you wanted somewhere to walk slowly, have a nice chat along the way. We can't walk. We have to run, Rina. Little sidekick, otherwise they'll get us. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Emergency exit. I remember. There's an emergency exit around here. Ah, there it is. Wait, Granny, that's... Rina can finish the... Granny sprints towards the metro station. Wait, good night. It's the metro station. She's actually going to catch the metro. It doesn't matter. Just catch up to her and train board the train. Same train as her, otherwise you'll lose her. Officer Mew Mew. Officer Mew Mew! Lady is exceptionally quiet on the ride, and thankfully doesn't cause any ruckus before getting to Luminous Station Square. See her, she's just over there. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, should be far away from the hollow now. No, little sweet cakes are far more fragile than us grown-ups. They can't handle this. Better go further out, just a little. All of you get running quickly, the hollow's coming! But he seems to be a little tired, yet you never abandoned her plans to escape. Clutching onto the bamboo, she runs off towards the riverside trail. Why do I get the feeling she takes me for a bad guy here? Aimlessly running around like next time you catch her, get to the bottom of this. Ay, ay, ay. Are you okay, Granny Leisha? She really does look tired this time. Granny. Within a second of opening your mouth, Granny immediately activates as though slips on. Where's she trying to go? The only way to find out. Just call her Leisha, I guess. An amusement park. Surprised I haven't kept up with the idea that drooling would be different types of children.
I can't run anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
Have you calmed down now, Granny Leisha?
You guys.
What's with the surprise?
No need to act so surprised. We've been right behind you since 6th Street and all through Luminous Square.
You... who are you? I don't have any money or anything of value. Why are you chasing me? I don't know you.
Huh? Granny Leisha, are you being serious? I'm Rina, and this is the video store manager, Belle.
No. No,
Yeah, we're going down this path. Okay.
Then, do you still remember the sweet cakes you're looking for? The silly sweet cake, loud sweet cake, and wave sweet cake?
Sweet cakes. Oh, yes, I remember. I'm looking for my sweet cakes, but I've lost them all. I arranged to look for sweet cakes with someone yesterday. Who was it again?
What's going on? Is the Housekeeping Association's assessment process really this complicated?
With her reaction to that ad, I'm afraid this is more than just the housekeeping assessment.
Yes.
Have you heard the medical term, cognitive corruption syndrome?
Have you heard of something that's not called that, called dementia?
Anyone who stays too long in a hollow may develop the disease in their later years, regardless of their ether aptitude.
Have you heard of Alzheimer's?
Symptoms include rapid memory decline, cognitive disorder, and repetitive speech. In severe cases, one's memory can regress to that of decades ago. forgetting everything that occurred afterward.
I know! Stop hurting me, game. Did she really forget us?
You mean she really forgot us?
I'm just speculating. But having provided care for elderly individuals with this condition in the past, it's all far too familiar. The constantly changing sweet cakes, not recognizing us. If it's not an intentional act, then it seems like the most likely possibility. Either way, I'll take Granny home first. There are plenty of ways I can confirm my hypothesis. Thank you, manager. You must be tired too. You should go back and rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me know what happens, Rina.
Okay. Let me know what happens, Rina. Goodbye, Granny Laisha.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused to your store these past few days. Please, pass on my apologies to Wise, too.
Nah. That's entertainment. After you sure they got your daily steps in for the day, go back to the video store and get some rest. Counter.
Rina apologized to me? Well, I don't really mind. You're at the store every time Granny turns up, and I've conveniently missed every encounter.
Yeah, game developers, huh?
Ah, you're both here.
You're quick.
That was fast. Is Granny's house close to here?
She lives near Lumina Square, so it didn't take long. But I'm a little worried about her. I checked with the neighbors. She's lived alone for a long time, and she does suffer from cognitive corruption syndrome.
So Granny isn't intentionally giving Rina a difficult task. She's just not fully aware. I'm surprised the Housekeeping Association chose her for the assessment.
Or maybe they don't know either.
By the way, why didn't Drusilla resist when it got taken by Granny? It's a combat bangbu. It could have easily gotten away from her.
Because it was in silent
Was
mode?
it because it had been switched to silent mode?
Even in silent mode, Drusilla can move on its own. I asked the same thing on the way here, and it gave me an unexpected answer. When Granny carried it away, she kept saying, "I can do it. I can protect you." That made it mistake Granny for me.
Is this some kind of passcode?
Huh? Is that possible? You two don't look alike at all. Could that phrase be some kind of passcode?
The Drusilla in front of you is actually designed based on a doll I picked up when I was little.
Oh.
I didn't have many friends at the manor back then. All I had to talk to was the doll I named Drusilla.
Manor?
Father didn't like the doll. He said it was something the servants had used, and told me to throw it away. But how could I throw away my only friend? So, I hid it in various places, trying hard to prevent my father from finding it. Under the bed, in the wardrobe, under the covers, constantly telling it, "I can do it. I can protect you."
Aww.
When I became an agent and decided to use bangbu in combat, I handed this doll over to the manufacturer. Surprisingly, during their inspection, they found a tiny recording device inside the doll. As expected, it was already filled with the phrase, "I can protect you." So, impulsively, I transferred the recording data, along with the name Drusilla, to the bangbu.
Oh.
Manor servants. So you were actually a wealthy heiress living in a mansion when you were younger, Rina? Now's not the time to pry. Let's get back to Drusilla.
Well, her name is Victoria, isn't it?
Granny was muttering the same thing when she rushed out of the video store with Drusilla. To call it a passcode is actually fitting.
You're saying she mistook Drusilla for one of the sweet cakes and took it out of the store to avoid some kind of danger?
Judging from that ad.
Judging from that ad that affected Granny, her sweet cakes were once, or are now in danger because of a hollow.
But just what are these sweet cakes? We'll struggle to
Children!
get to the bottom of
They're
things if we're unable to
children!
figure that out. However, the competition dropout and Crest of Waves trophy were both real at least, and the Wave sweet cake is still an important clue. I'll bring it back with me and talk to Granny. Oh, I didn't realize how late it was. Sorry to keep the two of you.
It's okay. It's still early for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we stay up all night.
And some special tea treats I made myself as a token of my appreciation.
Yamate. There's really no need.
There's really no need.
Then I best be off. Please do let me know if Granny turns up at the store again.
Cognitive corruption syndrome. That does explain quite a few things, but it also opens up even more mysteries. What is Granny trying to protect? Leave it all to Rina. Didn't she say she was taking the Crest of Waves trophy over to ask Granny Alicia? If it was you who said it before, Belle, that it entertained Granny next time she came. Yet, here you are running errands all day once again. You even ran all around Lumina Square. Destined with Rina. Anyways, let's get some rest. Put your legs through the week's worth of workouts on one day, and your legs are going to be sore tomorrow. Take a break. Big sale at Lumina Gallery today, and Wise agreed to get up early to line up together and do some shopping there. However, it seems like you haven't gotten up early enough. Should come earlier. Sold out while I was still in line. I'll have to wait till... I'll have to try another mall. I didn't expect to be in line so long. By the way, did you see Granny Alicia today? No, was she lining up just now? Rina is asking. Huh? That's what Rina said. I'm on the way to the video store. I'll tell you more when I get there. If Granny gets there before I do, please keep her there till I arrive. Thanks. Let's go back now and wait for her. Let's go. I'll come back here earlier next time. Rush back to the video store.
How are you, manager? Has Granny been to your store lately?
No, has something happened?
No. Has something happened?
I obtained the Crest of Waves replica trophy this morning and went to take it over to her. But the place was empty, and her door was ajar.
Oh god.
The neighbors say she caused a commotion late last night, banging on doors claiming a holo was coming, and she was going to White Wave Hospital to save the sweetcakes.
Except White Wave isn't a holo, isn't it?
She's been searching for sweetcakes everywhere for weeks now, so nobody took it seriously, and they convinced her to go back to her room and go to sleep. But by morning, she disappeared.
I just realized her hand things are, I know she said electric guitar, but those are electric guitar things.
She often goes out early to look for the sweetcakes, but this is the first time she hasn't
Tuning
locked
things.
her door, and the first time she's mentioned White Waves Hospital. Oh, it just seems odd. I filed a missing person report to public security, so I'm just waiting to hear from them now.
To White Waves Hospital to save the sweetcakes.
Gone to White Waves Hospital to save the sweetcakes? That's a new clue.
A clue! A clue!
Searching for information on White Waves Hospital. White Waves Hospital is a renowned, large-scale, comprehensive medical facility in New Eridu. Earlier records go back 41 years.
Oh, good,
to when
41
it was
years.
forced to relocate due to a holo disaster.
Wait, 41 years ago.
41 years ago? That's the same year as that competition.
With funding from both the government and the public, White Wave Hospital, which has been relocated several times, retained most of its medical resources. Its symbol is a white wave.
A white wave? Is it a coincidence? Or have we been wrong from the start?
Y'all are stupid!
The beauty
Sometimes.
pageant, the hospital, the wave? There must be a connection between the three. If you'll excuse me, manager, I'm going to contact a friend who works in medicine to investigate.
Let me know if you hear anything
Let
about...
me know if you hear anything about Granny, even if she doesn't remember my name.
Well, as my current client, I must ask you to forgive her rudeness. I'm her maid, so please allow me to remember your name in her stead. Well then, I'll be going. Please don't let my affairs affect you. You have your own business to run, after all.
Uh-huh. Rina said she didn't want us going out of her way for her... Us going out of her way. But I still kind of care. I was thinking the same. I always feel like there's something more we can do to help. Master, considering our current scenario, suggesting enabling full network data collection functions by counting up and comparing the target's course of actions over the past 24 hours, I can quickly analyze its most likely active location. I knew there was something else we could do. Disclaimer, this calculation will be connected to a large number of network interfaces and features multiple sets of parallel computing units. Para consumption cannot get kept within the daily fixed range. In other words, it's very energy intensive and estimate a 55% increase in this month's power bills. So at 55% isn't that much. Understood. Permission granted by the master to waive all liabilities. I have started calculating Granny Leisha's course of action. Calculation complete. Is that the calculation? That extra 55% got spent unceremoniously. Result: probability Granny Leisha's entered the hollow is 97.1%. Oh, good that we're on the same page on that! Might lack in process, but the results are super high value. Hollow, right? We need to inform Rina quickly. Might have never considered that possibility before. Granny has always avoided the hollow. Why would she go there by herself? But I believe you. After all, no one knows more about the hollows than you do. We used the 55% of our electricity bill to figure out this out with a reliability of 97%. Got it. I've also done my investigations here. Although I could report to public security and wait for them to arrange a search, I'd rather find Granny myself and bring her out. After all, I still have some sweet cakes to find, as promised. So, could I ask you to accompany me on a trip to the hollow, dear guide? Got ya. Thank you so much. See you in a bit. Oh, good that it's ice and electricity.
This is the path I follow. Strike. Is the concert starting?
Sweet cakes that never expire. Is that a reference to Zombieland? Ugh.
Preparations complete. I'm ready to begin, dear guide.
Alright. Please call me manager.
I think I'd prefer it if you called me, oh, great manager.
Unfortunately, I cannot base my terms of address on personal preference. Using the correct titles in the right situations is important etiquette at Victoria Housekeeping.
Just call me Belle then.
Now, let's get back to Granny. Based on our current intel, I'm certain her cognitive corruption syndrome is getting worse. Her memory has already regressed to that day 41 years ago.
That day.
That day, 41 years ago.
Yes. The Miss Metropolitan dropout incident and the White Waves Hospital Hollow disaster both happened on the same day.
What got...
But what does this have to do with Granny's search for sweet cakes?
They're babies!
There is a connection. A big one. The sweet cakes are the link between these two events, and have been the source of strife in Granny's heart for 41 years. It's a long story. I had to contact a lot of people and piece it all together. But we don't have much time, so let's talk on the way. Granny Leisha from 41 years ago. She'd have been around my age now.
Usually those you could break.
She worked as a nurse at the White Waves Hospital back then. She was in charge of taking care of the newborns.
Oh, would you look at that?
Don't just smile at me. Go to sleep already. The more sleep you get, the quicker you'll grow. You're drooling. Let me wipe it off.
My soul!
Hey, that's quite the set of pipes you've got. Can you keep it down? You're going to frighten the other babies.
The hospital was short-handed, so Granny Leisha was always busy.
This is a good way of showing that.
Still, she loved her work. Of course, aside from her work, she had other things she wanted to accomplish. Oh dear, looks like we've got a bit of a situation.
A bit.
Let's tackle the issue at hand first.
This door looks like it needs 2 people to open it. Look, there's another button to control the door over there.
They can handle pressing the buttons.
Leave it to me! Not you! Both of us!
I'll leave these 2 children with you, Proxy.
You shouldn't.
Please bring them with you as you search for a way forward.
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla and Anastella received. Action request approved. Initiating override.
How do I switch between?
Pick me!
The operational interface has been switched to Anastella.
Lead Anastella to push the button ahead. Great. Now Drusilla can get through.
I've stepped on the button!
Temporary access. Switch between control
You
permissions.
can use the permissions I've granted you to switch between them.
Okay.
We're here! Both of us! I'm here! Drusilla, too!
There's another up ahead.
There's a large switch up ahead. Seems like we need 2 Bangbu to step on it.
Cool.
Leave it to Anastella and me! Go, go, go!
Gadget?
Drusilla! Gear coins! I found them! I'm standing on it! It's your turn, Anastella! Lots of treasure!
That sounds like Emily, the voice of... I got it. I got it.
I'm standing on it! It's your turn,
The voice...
Anastella! Main switch won't budge! Need Drusilla...
You can do it. It's up to you guys to press that switch.
Once they both get through, they'll be able to step on the main switch.
Right.
Need Drusilla...
The
We're
voice
here!
of the
Gonna
barefoot
step on the
girl
main
from
switch.
Bellabog.
Hee-yah! Hee-yah!
Aren't my little Bangbu amazing? Our guide is pretty amazing too, of course.
Thank you.
Now then, let's proceed. Let me continue with Granny's story. When she was young, Granny dreamed of becoming an actress. So she signed up for a beauty contest in her free time. That's right. It was the Miss Metropolitan pageant. Not just her colleagues, but she too was surprised at how far she got. Let's walk and talk. Granny emerged as the dark horse that year. To everyone's surprise, the judges gave her high scores.
Because she was beautiful, right? It's not because... You make it sound like it's...
And just like that, Laisha Christie made it into the finals. Yet, on the day of the finals...
Is she coming? I remember in the news.
In a corner of the broadcasting room, numerous screens were showing the broadcast of the glamorous stage, but among them, an old TV was airing a piece of breaking news. It was a holo alert for areas including the White Waves Hospital. And so, on the screens showing that magnificent stage, the rising star who was about to be crowned Beauty Queen ran down the red carpet steps without turning back and headed to the place on that old
All right,
TV
Cinderella.
screen. Seems we have some uninvited listeners up ahead.
I mean, nothing new.
Let's pause the story there for now.
Fight, 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 fight.
Okay. Let my soul right.
Hold.
You're done.
Slicey dicey.
I see it.
All clear.
All right. So many openings.
Da, ba, 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 ba.
I'm right here. Let my song move everyone. You have a weak spot.
Slicey dicey. Oh boy, belt.
Master, we can reach depths of the hollow if we keep going this way. Once you enter, you won't be able to return. Make sure you've done everything you need to do before.
All done. All's done on the Western Front.
Ah, it's yet another strange door.
Yeah, and more different mechanisms.
Not really, because I've done it before.
That should be where the main switch is.
Yes.
Time to step on the button again?
Yes.
Step on the button, step on the button.
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla.
There's still a button left to press. I'm standing on it.
Cool.
Stepped on it. One more ahead. Stepped on it. One more ahead.
If I leave this, yep.
Stepped on it. One more
Yeah.
ahead.
If I move from that, does that... That answers that. Okay, cool.
The main switch. It's done.
It's done.
It's all done.
We're very close to our destination now, Rina.
Sufficient gear coins paid. Authentication successful. Opening valve.
Okay. Boo boo boo.
Are the kids all right? Oh no! The main door is blocked. I remember the emergency exit should be... Ah! I found it! Don't be scared. I'm coming! I'll protect you all!
Right?
The hospital had already been enveloped by the hollow. It was pitch black everywhere.
Pathos.
And things were in chaos.
Oh, no, it's
didn't
Path
have
5.
time to worry about her tattered pageant gown. She took off her high heels to run and climb barefoot. She kicked away the obstacle that blocked the main door. In a panic, she couldn't remember the names of all the children. Relying on her memory, she searched for one swaddled baby after another. Those clothes were all imprinted with the hospital's wave pattern. One baby giggling happily in the hollow. One baby that was drooling. And another that cried at the top of their lungs. They were the wave sweetcakes Granny was searching for.
That must have been when she contracted cognitive corruption syndrome. This is the last obstacle.
Let's get rid of it in one fell swoop and find Granny. As usual, I'll leave you to take the little ones.
Oh, that's interesting.
We'd better take it with us.
Oh, fuck it. Man, this will leave me alone.
Box can press button too! Let's do it together!
I had a momentary thought where, like, they made me...
2, 1.
Biosignatures detected up ahead.
Granny Lacia should be there.
Yes, we should hurry up.
These two bamboo are pretty convenient.
Thank you for the compliment. We might have to battle ethereals later. So I'm going to withdraw your access for now.
That's fine. Continue.
Not here. Or here.
Oh, good. We found her, and she doesn't look hurt. Just not in a stable emotional state.
I lost all the sweet cakes. The sweet cake with a silly smile. The sweet cake with a loud voice. And the drooling sweet cake. I couldn't protect any of them.
Hell, that she continuously has to live in this day unless we can't get her out of it. Did you say the sweet cakes?
Huh? Rina, Didn't you say all the sweet cakes had been saved back then?
Yes, I'm quite certain they were all saved. There's only one explanation. She doesn't even remember them being saved. Her memory has regressed to the night she was at the hospital, so she can only search for her missing sweet cakes.
That fucking
For her,
sucks.
The conclusion no longer exists.
I'm in the
Granny
middle,
Lesha,
knowing neither
do
the
you remember me?
beginning nor the
I'm
end.
Rina, and the new Eridu Housekeeping Association appointed me to help you.
Sweet cake! It's a sweet cake!
You have to hold it Drusilla like she did in this store and holds it tight.
Don't be scared. Even if you're all that's left, I'll protect you.
Multiple ethereals detected, rapidly approaching this area.
We need to leave.
Rina, Granny Leisha, we need to get out of here. It'll be dangerous to stay any longer.
Fee-fi fo-fum.
Ethereals are coming, Granny! Come on, we have to go!
Don't be scared. I'll protect you. I will.
You have to let go, Granny. That isn't your sweet cake.
It's a sweet cake. I won't lose another sweet cake.
She won't listen. What do we do, Rina? Rina?
Name, Leisha Christie. Nurse ID 2107. Your sweet cakes aren't lost. The silly, smiling sweet cake still loves to smile. She became a maternity nurse, just like you. The loud sweet cake doesn't talk much over the phone. But he said he'll come see you. Right after his concert finishes.
No.
The drooling sweet cake has already become a senior investigator. He might be off fighting ethereals as we speak. You didn't lose them, Granny. They just grew up. Now, it's finally their turn to protect you.
No.
Fine. Please wait there, Granny. We'll be done with things here soon. I'm ready.
Right.
Dicey, dicey.
All right, I'll take the mic.
Stuck.
You have a weak spot.
Ta-da!
You're done.
I found you.
You have the power of...
So many openings.
Okay.
I'm ready. You have a weak spot.
I see it.
Okay, where's the big bad? No big bad?
We're out of danger, and Granny Leisha has calmed down. How are you feeling? Do you recognize me now?
You look familiar. I think I've seen you before. On TV?
It's okay if you don't remember me. But do you still remember looking for the sweet cakes?
Sweet cakes? Not a fan of cakes. They're sticky and dry out your mouth.
Forgot that too.
That's the one thing you gotta remember.
Do you remember anything that happened the last few days? What you had for breakfast, where you were, and who you spoke to yesterday?
No, I don't remember. Oh, I remember now. I'd lost something for a long time, and a kind soul helped me find it. Oh, what was it I lost? I can't recall. And who was it that helped me?
That's okay. As long as you found it, the who isn't important. I'll remember all the unimportant details for you.
Yeah.
Well now, I'd already contacted all the sweet cakes before we went into the hollow. They're on their way to Granny's place, so we'd best be getting back.
Oh. Could go see the sweet cakes.
Ah, there you are, Miss Rina. I'm your contact from the new Eridu Housekeeping Association. Regarding your call, did you have an update for us?
Yes, I've completed the assessment. Shall we discuss the specifics at Granny's house?
About that, Miss Rina. I have to apologize. After double-checking, we realized she wasn't the client for your assessment.
Hmm? What do you mean?
Huh?
We got her mixed up with a lady of the same name, Laisha Christie. Actually, this elderly lady came to the association a few times, saying she's looking for her sweetcakes. But staff always got rid of her. But someone got careless that day. They let her in the assessment reception room and then... well, the rest was a coincidence.
If it weren't for carelessness and coincidence, she'd still be out there searching. So things turned out okay.
As for the official assessment, could I ask you to file with the association as soon as possible?
Later, perhaps. I need to get her home first. There are several people waiting for her.
I'll go with you. Perhaps there is some kind of compensation the
Yeah,
housekeeping
over here.
association can offer.
Well,
I mean,
then, I'll come see you
just
at the
don't
store as
trust
soon as I'm
Rustin.
finished.
Rina winks this way. Sends a wink this way and a gentle bow. She leaves with Granny Leisha and the staff member. Better head back to the store and wait to hear from her. Say, yeah, though I don't trust Rina, apparently she doesn't cook very well, but hey. Sometime later, Rina comes to the...
Hello,
Rina.
manager. I appreciate your help these last few days.
But we could find out an arrangement for payment in other ways. How's Granny?
How was Granny?
The bad news is her memory is in severe decline. She doesn't recognize anyone anymore, let alone her sweet cakes.
My soul.
But the rest is good news. The Housekeeping Association contacted a suitable nursing home for her, and the sweet cakes all agreed to visit her on different days. She may not remember them, but everyone is looking forward to spending time with her. Perhaps one day she'll remember something.
Yeah, for about an hour or 10 minutes, and then it's gone again. I'm not speaking from experience. Ow. Sorry, heart. Hurt. Perhaps one day there'll be a cure.
Perhaps one day people will find a cure for cognitive corruption syndrome.
That would be nice. Cognitive corruption syndrome. Who knows? I've been in the Hollows for so long. Perhaps I have it without even realizing. When I'm old, I might be looking for sweet cakes just like Granny Leisha. No. I'll probably be far more stubborn, rebellious, and unwilling to listen than her.
Looking for sweet cakes sounds like fun. Don't forget to bring me along.
It's a promise then. When that day comes, don't be put off when I turn into Granny Rina, and stick with me until I find my sweet cakes.
Sure. Here's the thing, Granny Alicia has completely forgotten about us, and even though everything is sorted out now, I still feel there is some unresolved regrets. Right up until the very end, Granny could never even remember my name. Right, not just you, she doesn't even remember Rina's name. Everything will be alright. Maybe. I checked out some news on cognitive corruption syndrome, and there are some promising cases out there. It's not a complete recovery, but there's still a chance of slowly regaining some precious memories. The other part of that is regaining precious memories with my brain injury that caused me to lose memories, but then I hope she'll at least be Rina. Well, let's not think too much about this for now. I've been running around like a headless chicken, falling behind on other commissions. I'm going to refocus energy back on our proxy work. Take a break. But sometimes those memories are 100% gone, and you have to accept that. Alright, like I said, this was gonna be a short thing. Gonna find somebody to raid and probably pass out. Didn't sleep very well after everything. Yep. So I managed to finish this stream before the end of my birthday, but oh well. We are just jumping around. I appreciate that, Apocalypse! She's downstairs resting, and I need some rest after all that. You know what? There. I got Sora we can raid. Yeah, the other problem is she changed over her health insurance, but they haven't sent her a card. And so it was one of those things of having to pay out of pocket before we had to, you know, argue with a company that probably wouldn't pay us back anyways. So, but yeah. It was just, pretty much was checking in on her constantly. Anyways, the sushi steak. I don't even need my ID worse. Jealous? Gosh. Anyways, this was just like Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment.